Hello, my dears, Daniela here, and welcome to another episode of the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast. You guys are in for a treat today because I have one of the leading experts in funnels. We all love sales funnels, right? In the marketing world on the show today, Stacy Tuschl. Stacy, this woman has entrepreneurship in her blood, and she is my go-to person when I want to learn any advanced strategies around marketing and funnels. In our conversation today, the thing that really struck me is she kind of set the tone that there's really should not be a distinction between digital marketing and marketing. It's all just marketing. And what we're doing in the digital space, and when I say digital space, online, right? Social media, website, paid ads, SEO, all of that kind of stuff, it's not going away, right? In fact, it's going to just continue to grow. So this is the time, this moment right now, this is the time to push yourself into that uncomfortable zone. Because when you stay up with the trends, you can show up where your customers are showing up. And my friends, that is how you work smarter, not harder. That is how you build a business around a life that you want to live. Okay? Now, before we get into that interview, which is so good, I just want to check, are you on the Growth Factor waitlist? Now, we're going to be opening up enrollment only to those on the waitlist starting next Monday, October 4th. It's going to be open to the public on November 1st. We're going to do our Spa Business Bootcamp where we're opening up enrollment. However, if you've been on the waitlist, we have some insane bonuses happening throughout the month, okay? But just like the early bird gets the worm, those who sign up the week of October 4th are going to get the best bonuses. So we're talking like a $500 off coupon, a one-on-one call with me, which you guys know I only do one-on-one calls with our Growth Factor VIP people right now. ConvertKit Pro, we're going to pay for an entire year of this CRM for you. We've got a VIP welcome box with all kinds of self-care goodies and books and my favorite things to keep my mindset in the right place and so much more, you guys. It's literally thousands of dollars of bonuses only available to those on the wait list. You will not hear anything about these bonuses or even know they exist unless you're on the wait list, okay? So here's the thing though. Each week, one of these bonuses is going to go away and go away and go away and go away. So the longer you wait, the less bonuses you're going to get. So if you know that Growth Factor is the right choice for you, if you are an action taker, if you're ready to work on your business and not in it, then I want to really encourage you to get enrolled October 4th. That is going to be the most bang for your buck. We put together some really great bonuses. So anyway, wanted to throw that out there, wanted to make sure for my action takers that you're getting the best deal. Let's go ahead now and switch back to the world of marketing and play that interview with Stacy. All right, Stacy, I'm so excited to welcome you back to the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast.
Thanks for having me. Yeah. I'm excited to be back. I appreciate it.
Okay, so in the world of spa, we're talking so much about digital marketing right now. It's, I think, more in the whole business world because with the pandemic and everything, people are, they had to pivot, they had to shift. And a lot of that meant shifting virtual and really capitalizing on digital marketing and having an online presence where maybe it wasn't as required as possible or as before. And a lot of the people in my community, a lot of spas are just starting with funnels, and you are the funnels queen. This is your world. This is your zone. So I wanted to bring you on to really just kind of demystify what funnels actually are. I remember when I first started in this world, I had to call my girlfriend Tara and be like, are people actually talking about like a funnel, or is it like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
So where do you want to start? What do you think?
Yeah. Oh, there's so much. So I think when we train our brains or we tell our brains, I don't know what this is. Like, I want to go back to how it used to be, right? That's not how we do it here. This doesn't work in my industry. That is not going to be helpful, right? Mm-hmm. So just like you said, it's becoming more and more common. We're talking about it more. It's because we're in 2021, almost in 2022, and digital marketing is not going anywhere, right? So
it's kind of like when people were like, you have to have a website, and people were like, no, I don't.
yeah. Or like they held on for 5 years, 10 years, like we don't really need it. Or I don't want a Facebook fan page. I'm not going to do it. Let's just wait it out.
Yeah.
They aren't going anywhere, right? Like they're here to stay, and digital marketing is here to stay. So I always tell people, and I tell my ads manager who does my marketing, right, who writes some things, I'll say, don't even say the word digital marketing, just say marketing, because they don't know they need digital marketing, but they do. They think they need marketing. In 2021, digital marketing is marketing.
Oh, 100%.
It is marketing, right? So now I have a brick and mortar. If you don't know who I am, I have 2 performing arts academies. So I am a very similar situation to a lot of people. I have a physical store. Now, a lot of times we'll do some mailers, we'll do events, and it's pretty painful. You know, we'll have an open house, we'll go to a farmer's market, we'll do all the things. And then we'll say, okay, how many people came from that? And it's crickets. Or, well, one person signed up, but they already were going to sign up, and then we just happened to be there. So they signed up there. I'm like, we can't keep spending our time, like a ton of our time and energy doing this. What's amazing is digital marketing gets you to be at the farmer's market, but you're at home on a Saturday. And what I mean by that is when you go to a farmer's market or any kind of event like that, what's happening while people are waiting? They're on their phones. Mm-hmm. So somebody could be waiting in line for popcorn at the farmer's market on their phone, and I could be targeting them with a Facebook ad and not even be there, be at home with my children on a Saturday morning. That's what's exciting. So
it gives you time and freedom, and yes. Those, time, freedom, and money. And I feel like everybody wants time or money. Those are the 2 main drivers. And when you really dive in and learn this type of marketing and learn these strategies, it gives you both.
It does. So sales funnels are not new, right? Marketing and sales funnels, they have been around forever. And what that used to look like and what it looks like today is just a little different. So back in the day, one of the things that I did pre-social media, social media did not exist. So that wasn't an option for me. I would buy 10,000 door hangers for $100. And I would manually go walk around subdivisions, and I would put the door hanger on somebody's door. I'm not kidding. Okay. Every summer, this is what I was doing. That is a funnel. It's me putting something in front of you, you seeing it, you reading it, and deciding, do I want to call? Do I want to go to their website? Mm-hmm. Do I want to stop in? And then from that, whatever action you took, the next question is, did they sign up? Did they buy? Did they purchase? That's a funnel. You've been doing funnels your entire business career. You probably just didn't call it a funnel. Mm-hmm. And the reason we call it a funnel is because, and this is where it gets discouraging for people, but I want to explain. So it's big at the top, meaning my 10,000 door hangers, it's never getting bigger than 10,000 unless I buy more than 10,000 door hangers, right? So 10,000 is the amount of people I put on their door, the sign. You will never have the next part of the funnel be the same or get bigger. As people go through the funnel, you get less and less people to participate, which sounds like, why would I do that? This sounds awful. But this is how marketing works, because a portion or a percentage of the people that see the door hanger or see your Facebook ad or see whatever it is you're doing will decide it's right for them. And then out of the percentages that decide it's right for them, some will want it bad enough to take the next step and call or email or opt into whatever it is you're doing. And some think they will, but they'll think I'll do it later. And as we keep getting closer and closer and closer to hopefully a customer, we will lose people in that funnel process. And if you looked at a real funnel, it's big on top and it gets smaller as we go down to the bottom. That's what a funnel is.
But the primary difference, which is actually great for us, is that those 10,000 doors, you don't know who lives there.
Correct.
When you do a Facebook ad, your 10,000, door hangers, you can target directly who your person is. So it makes our jobs as marketers significantly. You can target by zip code, by age. I mean, there's so much demographic information. And that's why we talk about understanding your ideal client avatar. It's not business 101. Mm-hmm. Like knowing where they shop, what they like, all of that kind of stuff helps you target who your right people are.
Yeah. And I always say, like, focus on what you want, not on what you wish you could have. And what I mean when I say that is, you want the bottom of that funnel, those customers. You want those people. Don't focus on all 10,000. They were never yours to begin with, right? You're just casting a really wide net. And the more you focus on what is working and looking at where those 3 people came from yesterday, how did they hear about you? Did you ask when they called to sign up? Did you ask them where they first found you? Or when they walked in the door, what made you sign up today? Or what made you come in today, right? These are things that are gold in the marketing world.
So you teach people, you have a program called Foot Traffic Formula. You teach people how to build sales funnels. What are you finding from your students? What are the biggest challenges that they're coming up across? What is it like learning the terminology? Is it coming up with the offer? Is it the tech?
It's one of those things where it will be what you want it to be. So if you want to believe you're not tech savvy, the problem is they come in and like, I can't do it. I can't figure this out. Right. If you want to believe it's not it's just not my industry, it doesn't work like this in my audience, you will literally make the problem be the problem. Right. So I tell people, tech savvy, it's a word that scares people. Most people do not identify as tech savvy, especially with new technology, new software, right? There was a time when we saw the iPhone and we had no idea how to use it. Now, I mean, can you even imagine that? Like, imagine what you look like if we could go back in time and watch you open your first iPhone and try to use it.
Oh, I remember when someone first got it and I was like, what do I do? Do I touch the phone number? I was like, what?
Right. Like, it's just so different, right? How do you get back? How do you do this? I mean, you're pretty tech savvy if you know how to work an iPhone, right? You're tech savvy in today's world. That's all that it requires to build an automated funnel. And here's when people say, I don't want to build a funnel. I don't like funnels. Remember, you already have a funnel. You're just doing it manually. You haven't yet automated it. Now, you just said most people want their time back, right? They want to make money when they want their time back. Having a manual funnel, whether it's you or it's your people, your team, you're wasting so much money on their time, right? So I guarantee if we looked at how you're getting clients, no matter what it was or what event you did or the mailer you sent out or the ad you were running, right? No matter what we look at, there are ways to automate it and make it more scalable. You can make it where it's less of your time, where you can sell at, Saturday night at 7 p.m. while you're on a date night with your husband, right? You can sell during those times when it's automated and you have to be in your DMs or you have to be answering the phone or returning those emails. Now we're becoming the bottleneck. And I hear people sometimes brag about how like they don't even have a funnel and they're doing XYZ. And I'm always like, great. So everything you just did was manual. You're bragging about doing it manually when I've been doing it automated and get to go experience time with my kids, time with my family, right? So I want you to ask yourself, okay, well, what is working? And that's where you start when you're building a funnel. You take the manual version of it and you say, oh, how do I automate this?
Okay, so let's say we get over our tech worries, we get over our objections, we have a funnel built.
Yeah.
Now what?
So first, when you build a funnel, it's not like magic and it just explodes.
I know.
When it's magic, it would be. Now, here's what I will say to somebody. If you clone or try to model your manual funnel that is working, you will have the most success the fastest. So let's say you're saying, I'm really struggling right now. I'm not getting clients. I don't know where to find them. I don't know what's making them want to sign up. I'm just not sure what to do. You're going to have some more trial and error because you're not just flipping a switch from manual to automated. Think about it. If you're trying to scale something that's broken, it doesn't scale, right?
You don't have a proven offer.
Right. if you've got something that's working, oh man, having that person do a funnel, it just lights it up because you already have the proven offer. And now we actually get to scale something that's working. So how fast can you build a funnel? How fast can you get a funnel working really depends on, well, what type of what type of manual funnel are you already doing? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So I know with my students, conversations that have been coming up over and over again is disconnect between the offer, what we're putting in the landing pages, all of that kind of stuff. And then, okay, I have it. Now, what do I do with it?
Yes.
So let's talk about funnel growth with paid traffic versus organic, because that's a thing that I think is a hot topic among funnels.
So you've got a funnel. The first place to put it or do something with it is your organic, meaning your warm, current potential clients or past clients, right? So one of my clients they have a farm. They sell meat. Like you can go and get all of your beef and chicken and all of that from them. So I said to them, okay, let's get the funnel up and running. It looks good. Before you spend any money, why don't you just email out all of your previous people that have bought from you before in the past, and let's see what happens. Within 24 hours, 21 people purchased, not even just that they already were on their email list. 21 people actually signed up. They did not spend any money. It was strictly emailing their old list. Okay. 21 people bought, and then like 6 of those 21 even bought more. Okay. One email within 24 hours. Now, I never talked to them after that again. This just happened like a week ago. So I don't even know how much they really got. But imagine putting it out to your warm audience and going, oh, wow, this is working, right? It's working. Now, let's say they go and they decide to spend money on that exact same funnel and it doesn't work. They're talking to cold people and it no longer works. What that tells you is you probably have an internal funnel, which means it's already within your circle, within your warm community. They know about you. They're an easier sell, right? Versus a cold market, an external funnel on the outside. They've never heard about you. They don't know who Daniela is. They don't know who Stacy is, right? So we need more convincing. We need more nurturing. We need more engagement first, right? So I always tell people, evaluate, did you just put it in the wrong spot? Did you go to cold before going to warm, right? Like, what did you do? So now you can have a warm funnel that also works with your cold market too, but I want you to be really aware because you might be testing and trying and then noticing, wait, why is this not working for me? Why did this not?
And with a cold audience, it's kind of like just going up and knocking on the door and being like, buy my thing. It's not, I have no exposure to your business. I have no idea what you do. I don't have the know, like, trust factor, but buy my thing. Right. Yeah. And that's why we talk so much about video view ads or brand awareness, things that you can do to get in front of people. I don't know if you read this stat too, but I can't remember exactly where I heard it. There's all kinds of stats with the pandemic, but they're originally like the 7 to 11 points of contact was normal in marketing. Yeah. And with the pandemic, it's almost doubled. Like it's
crazy
so much because there is such a higher concentration of people on the internet. Mm-hmm. So there, in a way, there's more competition. So nobody's going to care about 10%, right? Like you've got to create an offer that is actually an irresistible offer that's going to make the people stop scrolling through Instagram or whatever they're going to do to purchase your thing or get to know who you are.
Yeah. So, okay, a couple things from there. So if I were to come on here, Daniela just said my name, and I were to give you an opt-in of some sort, a coupon code, something, and that was it, right? Think about how many of you would have maybe grabbed it if the title was good. That's all you really know. Versus at the end of the episode, how many of you would have been more likely to then opt in going like, okay, wow. Okay, well, she definitely knows what she's talking about. Okay, maybe I should check this out more. It's going to be drastically different at the end versus the beginning, right? That is what's happening with your cold people is you're knocking on the door, like you said, and it's just not the right fit and you don't have the right message. Now, you can actually convert cold with if somebody knocked on my door right now and gave me a bad pitch, obviously, no, I'm not doing it. If they knock on my door, but I'm like, wait, what is this? Like, this sounds too good to be true, right? You start to really look a little bit more. You can absolutely be selling somebody cold in a matter of a click. I mean, they really can stop that scroll and keep moving forward. But you're right. It can't be a coupon code of $5 off or 10%.
You've got to know the pain points. You've got to know the audience. So if you're targeting cold people, but you know their struggles, you know their objections, you know all of those things, then it removes the selling aspect, which I think is such a big deal for so many people, such a block. And it becomes like you are the solution to someone's problem. And that's a completely different energy, I think, where people are like, oh, I don't want to sell. I don't want to send too many emails. I don't want to da, 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 da.
If you look like everybody else, then there's nothing about it that makes them want to jump on you. When you look different, when you talk about those pain points differently or in a way that no one else is saying it, you look unique enough for somebody to say, I might want to give them a try. If you look like everybody else with the 10% coupon code or whatever it is, they don't have to, there's no reason for them to move forward with you today. And you need people to move forward today. Like you said, it takes how many times for them to see it or for them, you've got to have it good enough where it doesn't take them the 7 times, the 14 times, right? They move forward.
Okay. So in wrapping up, I want to know what for you is the greatest benefit of the skill set of being able to build funnels or use funnels in your business. And I would love a piece of advice for the business owner that's just like so overwhelmed. Like I'm already doing 100 things and now you want me to build funnels.
Yeah. So anytime somebody convinces me to do something that's going to automate, I'm in, right? So this morning, somebody on my team said, I'm using this software, but don't worry, I'm using the free one, like almost like acting like I'm saving you money. So this is good. I'm using the free one. And then I said, okay, but what does the paid one do? Because if there's a paid one, I'm curious, like, what does the paid one do? And they're like, well, you can automate a couple of things with it and you can track it to see which ones are working better than others. And I was like, whoa. Let's just pause for a minute. Okay. Now the paid version was $300 a month. But I said to her, how much time is it taking you to do this manually? Let's figure out the cost of what you're spending your time on. How can we multiply your time? And do I think the tracking capability of what we're going to discover, like if you saw that this person was opening your emails, watching all your videos, they are hot, and you have hundreds of those people, but you could see the top 10 most engaged. Could I make my $300 back this month? Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, holy cow, like this would be, it's a steal at $300 a month, right? So I have to educate my team on, I can't be manual, but neither can you. We have to multiply all of our time, right? Now,
it's a big mindset shift.
It is. It really is. Cause you're like, but we're spending $300 a month. Oh my goodness. That's a few thousand a year, Stacy. I'm like, but how much are we losing by not having that data?
Investment versus expense.
Yeah. Now, here's what's cool about funnels. And this is advanced, but I want to see where you can take it. Okay. So I need you to understand that a 1% difference, like there's a compound effect here. And by making those 1% tweaks, you can really see massive results in your revenue. So right now we're testing a funnel and we like to split test, meaning we test 2 at one time. So if I'm paying to get in front of somebody on Facebook ads or things like that, I can say 50% of the traffic, please send them to funnel A, 50% of the traffic, please send them to funnel B. And they're identical, but the headline is different. Your irresistible offer, whatever it is you want to do, that's the only difference. Well, we discovered this week that one of our funnels that we're doing, one was 7% more effective than the other. So we were able to turn that one off and focus on this one. Now, this week, we're trying to beat the winner. We're always trying to beat the winner. So if you're doing manual and you're talking on the phone or you're going back and forth through email, it's not systematized. It's just you rambling or you discussing whatever it is. It's hard to know what worked or what made them take action. But in a funnel, we have real data. We can see where you clicked, what you watched, how long did you watch, when did you drop off? We can see on the page, oh, wow, she scrolled halfway down and left. What was right before she left? What if we put a video there or a really great case study or testimonial right before she left? Would have made her continue to scroll. That is stuff you will never, ever be able to do with a manual funnel.
Yes, it's so powerful.
So powerful. And here's the thing. I know lots of successful people that don't have funnels. I am not saying you can't be successful, but what I am saying is you are absolutely leaving money on the table. You would be more successful if we could start to automate.
100%. All right. So where can everyone find you, follow you, stay in touch with you?
Yes. So I'm everywhere on social at Stacy Tuschl. My podcast is called Foot Traffic. That is probably one of the best places to, I would say, check out our content. If you come DM me on Instagram and you just DM me with #podcast, we have something set up now where automatically it'll respond and it'll give you what we have our small business toolkit. And it's got a ton of different resources, basically a directory to find you the best content we have because we have like 500 episodes. So it helps you go to exactly where you need. So just DM me at Stacy Tuschl on Instagram, #podcast, and it'll go from there.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I know that this is going to be such valuable information for our audience. Hopefully we'll get more people doing funnels. For all of you listening, if you want to keep this conversation going, please head on over to the Spa Marketing Made Easy Facebook group, and we'll catch you on the next episode.